Hey guys, it's Parsifal and I am back with another video. This is actually really old footage. I don't remember when, but I remember that I was going to use this for another character Babble, but then I had the other Esme art that I had with him in his brown coat, and I used that one instead. And so this one was another one where I did a pre-sketch, and that's where you see the thumbnail there that I'm sketching over right now. But I found this and I figured it would be a good backdrop for a Christmas video, and might not be the happiest Christmas video, but I figured that this is something that I think I would have wanted when I was younger, so I wanted to make a video for, I guess, younger me, sort of. Just talk about the art a little bit before I start, though, just in case anyone wants to hear about it before they mute my chatter, because it is possibly a sad video, and I would totally understand if you want to mute it and put on your own music. That's totally understandable and fine. But the art itself is a picture of my OC Esme, and he is in his winter coat that he got in an RP, and the winter coat was given to him by his queer platonic partner Yver, and it's it's got a fur lining on the inside, and it's supposed to be very fashionable and have some stones in the buttons and stuff like that, and the details, so that Esme can use his psychic powers a little bit easier. So I figured that a winter coat Esme would be appropriate for Christmas, even if it's not like a Christmas speed paint, it's at least winter related. So yeah. And this is where people who might not want to hear about sad stuff might want to mute. So I will give you a couple seconds for that. Alright, still here? Cool. The other reason that I actually want to use this once I found it was because I feel like Esme and his story is actually a good representation of what I want to talk about today. And that is that it's okay if your memories of Christmas aren't really great, because you can make new ones with new family. And I don't know who exactly watches all of my videos. I don't have great understanding of how to read stats and stuff, but I'm assuming that because most art videos are watched by like anywhere between like 12-year-olds to like 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds, give or take, that maybe you guys who are watching this video might not have your own places yet, and I think that's pretty a reasonable assumption. You might be in school, you might be in high school. I know a lot of my friend groups are still in high school or college right now, which is weird to me, honestly, but I have known a few people in my life who don't really have the best experiences with their family. And I'll admit, I don't have a lot of great memories of Christmas either. I work retail, so I work a lot of winter holiday hours, and it's very frustrating to me to be a retail worker during the holidays. And I've worked retail for 11 years, so this is not something that's unusual for me. I did escape it for a little bit while I was in college, but I've worked retail for quite a long time. So there's always those sort of experiences surrounding my holiday experiences, but my family also doesn't really get along during the Christmas holidays. Or rather, my blood-related family doesn't really get along during the Christmas holidays, so there's also that. And I don't know how many of my audience is queer or LGBT+, but that's always rough as well when it comes to the holidays. So I can understand that some people are just not gonna have great holidays or great holiday memories. But I want to let you guys know that it does get better. And yeah, that sounds super, super annoying because, well, I want it to get better now, is what I always used to say when I was you know, in my senior year of high school or a couple first years of colleges, and it's really rough. It is really hard to have patience and trust in the concept that it will get better. And I've heard so many people say, I don't think it's going to get better. This is really hard, and I've given it so much time, and it hasn't changed. And it really sucks if that's the case. But a lot of it is based in environments. And I realized this year, this past year and a half, I finally moved away from where I grew up, and I got out of college, and I'm living my own life now. And I have had a lot of really nice Christmas memories since I got away from the environment that really made me frustrated. I didn't care what the, I don't want to say the old traditions were, but it was more of a situation of I had the power to escape those traditions once I wasn't forced to engage with them anymore. And I could decide what I wanted to do now that I had my own home, or if I was spending it with someone else. And I got a lot of new holiday traditions and a lot more memories that are honestly really, really enjoyable to think about. Do they, like, replace all the really crappy memories that I have of Christmas? Not necessarily. And I don't want to say that, like, it's going to instantaneously get better and you're not gonna still, like, feel bad around Christmas time if that's the case. But it does get better, and I think that is something that is said a lot, and I don't know if it's something that is really understandable until you experience it, because it's faith in the future, which I honestly didn't have a lot of when I was younger. And it's really hard to blindly trust that the future is going to be better when year after year it's just really sucked. And I don't know, this has been kind of a run-on rambly sort of video, but I just want to let people know, if they need it out there during these Christmas holidays, that it's okay if your Christmas sucks now. Or rather, it's not okay if your Christmas sucks, but you're not alone in your Christmas sucking. And hopefully in the future you will be able to get to a point where you can say, you know what? Christmas sucks, so I don't want to do that anymore, and I don't have to do that anymore. And maybe that's going to be in 3 years. Maybe it'll be in 10 years. Maybe it'll be in 20 years. Who knows? And I honestly don't have the answers to that, especially because, like, it is super dependent on your environment and whether you have the ability to, you know, make it better on your own or spend it with other people. But when you do get that time and that experience, it's a lot better. I have a lot more memories of having fun with my sister and people considering what my dietary restrictions are, or it's not really dietary restrictions, but like what I actually like, and my opinion actually matters to people that I interact with on Christmas, and they get me thoughtful gifts instead of things that they think that I should use and are expensive just to show off because they want to show off how wealthy they are, or they want to look good in front of other people, or they think they know what's good for me, so they get me something that they think I need instead of something that I actually want. And instead, I have happy parties and quiet days by a fireplace and nice candles and, you know, all that cheesy stuff that you think doesn't really exist in real life. If it's something you like and you have the ability to make it happen, then you can make it happen. And because I know that, well, it gets better later, doesn't really help, I also want to give a little bit of perhaps some advice, I guess. It's not really advice, it's more survival tips, I guess. I don't really want to call it that either, but because it sounds bad, but it's kind of what I think of them as. And that's that if you're stuck in a really, really crappy situation and you don't really know how to get out of it, or you can't, or it's just a bunch of situations where, you know, you gotta be with the quote-unquote family or whatever, try and do something with people you do care about. Or if you don't have any of those, try and do something for yourself for Christmas. Like, get yourself something nice, get your friends something nice, talk to your friends about making a new tradition. Something like that. And it may be the start of something that's just a better start to your season. I personally have not encountered this, but I know that a place down in Portland, Oregon, that I am close by, they do a Portland sock exchange where it's they do a donation of socks, and it was based on a tradition that they started where everyone in their household wanted socks, but they didn't want to like admit to getting them or buy them for themselves, and so they did like a Secret Santa, which is a bunch of people got gifts for each other, except they were all socks, and now they have a donation for a sock drive, and I will see if I can find links to that and put them down in the description below. But I think it's a good example of just making something out of a new tradition, because traditions can be anything, and who says that they have to be something that's like that you've done just because you've done it? They can be stuff like, you know, watching the same Christmas movie every single year with your friends because it's your favorite Christmas movie, even if it's not technically a Christmas movie. Like, I don't know, Tinkerbell or something. Peter Pan. I'm not sure. Those were the first ones that came to mind. I'm not sure why those were the first ones that came to mind, but I guess technically, like, there's a Tinkerbell movie that's set in winter, so I guess you could watch Tinkerbell for a Christmas movie if you want to. But I am going to try my best to make some new holiday traditions, and I hope you guys too. Or rather, I hope you guys do too. And try and make yourself happy this holiday season with something that you enjoy. I don't know about you guys, but my holiday tradition this year has been going to Starbucks and getting the holiday panini because I really, really like their turkey holiday panini. And that's because I like the taste of a holiday meal. And yeah, this was kind of a rambly video. I did it mostly all in one take, admittedly, because I am recording this on the 23rd, and I want it to go up on the 24th because, Christmas Eve, yada yada yada. But, yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts out there because I've been very tired and stressed due to the holiday retail season, and I hope you guys all have a good day, and I hope that this video helped someone out there to know that they're not alone. But, as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye!